Welcome to the Will Coca Podcast. Welcome, everybody, to this Farewell Friday. A lot went into this decision, and let me explain. See, I think a lot of things sometimes that we say yes to means that we say no to something else. For instance, for me, saying yes to this podcast means I have less time to work on music, work on training, and some other stuff that I'd like to really accomplish. It's something I've thought about for a really long time. I've wrestled with it because I really enjoy the art of conversation. I really enjoy sharing what I've learned and what I'm learning. But I also know that there's a lot of resources out there. And there was a part of me that felt like maybe I was adding to the noise a little bit. Look, by no means are these ideas original. I've learned these from other places and from other people and simply resharing them with you. There's a vast variety of podcasts or books and people that you could reference to find these same ideas. You see, the thing is, I am no different than you. I'm just a collector of these ideas, and I had the resources to package them in a way that you could listen to on a Friday. A lot of thought went into this decision, a lot of dialogue with close friends and family. And right now I'm in a situation where I'm hungry to learn. Honestly, I haven't felt this way in a couple years, but I'm eager to understand new ideas, new resources, new ways of doing things, and understanding why I do what I do. The other thing that I've thought about a lot is finding your tribe. I've recently started the book Tribes by Seth Godin, and the way he describes tribes is, a tribe is a group of people connected to one another, connected to an idea and a process. Tribes are something I've never really tried to create or seek, but rather just kind of make do with what was around me. Lately, that's been really plaguing my mind with the idea of what if I surrounded myself around people that use the same language to pursue a process or to pursue something that is of like-mindedness to myself, whether it be running or music or just working on yourself. Let's take running, for example. It's something that a lot of people that I've surrounded myself around in the past didn't really understand. You have the jokes going like, why do you run? Oh, that sounds lame. But to me, it's super important. And that language that surrounds you really influences how you're able to attack that goal. So for me, this time is a time to seek that tribe. And in a way, this podcast has really helped me find some folks that are part of my tribe. I have found some folks that push hard every day to accomplish their dream, their goal, and they aren't scared to shift or change. And that means the world to me. So I am grateful for the opportunity to have done this podcast, to find those folks with the same language and drive. The other big part of why I'm walking away from the podcast is to work on music. It's something I've done sporadically throughout the years, but it's something I really want to focus on. I've written a batch of songs that really mean a lot to me, and I really want to share them, and I really want to do them right. And that means investing time. And the third part of why I'm taking a break is to work on me, to take the time to work on my mind, my body, my soul, to do that self-work, that self-reflection. I think that's super important, and it's easy to fill in that gap with things such as this. What that looks like for me is setting some non-negotiables. Time is undefeated, right? All you get is 24 hours, 1,440 minutes, 86,400 seconds. That's it. That's all you get in a day. Nothing less, nothing more. So for me, it's a challenge to make sure that each one of those moments is full of something that I'm truly invested in. Non-negotiables for me are only doing the things that are really getting me closer to who and where I want to be. That comes down to the food I eat, how much I sleep, what I fill my mind with, who I hang out with, and how much time I devote to my family. To me, that's key. There's something in training when you're running called recovery. Recovery is super important because it allows you to go back out and train hard the next day. To me, recovery is doing just that, being super intentional with your time. A big part of recovery for me is family time, and being able to set those boundaries from everything else is something I'm very much looking forward to. Look, I've been blessed. My whole life, I've kind of felt like a kid in a candy shop. There's nothing I couldn't try. There's nothing I couldn't do. And if I wanted to shift and try something else, I was lucky enough to have the resources and the ability to do it. And this is just part of that journey. It's just part of that process. So for now, if you want to see what I'm doing, if you want to hear what I'm doing, or know how I'm doing, you know where to find me. I'll be on the trails. I'll be making some music. I'll be reading a bunch of books that I'm staring at right now. And I'll be spending time hanging out. I look forward to shifting from speaking into a microphone every Friday to hopefully sitting down with a cup of coffee and you in a great conversation. That's what's important to me now, to create those one-on-one moments with people. I'm finding out that relationships are more important than anything you can create. I had a mentor once tell me, regardless of whatever situation you're in, when you walk into a room, be a light. And what he meant by this is, whatever you have going on, whatever thing is weighing you down, when you walk into a situation that involves other people, leave it at the door, put a smile on, and really invest in the conversations you're about to have. So on this Farewell Friday, I leave you with this. Be a light. In any situation you find yourself in the future, I challenge you to rise to the occasion to be a light. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. This has been a Farewell Friday.